myself. Oh no, give me that cell. Oh, I gotta go like Cobain. 8 years to the grave, gone insane. My blood got propane. How you gon' go and throw my name with shame? Already cross-faded, making it to the disco. I hate it, and you know how this goes. You framed it, picture painted in my room. This that real life shit, not on Zoom. Got the scene in it.
Make sure you're subscribed to JerCrispy.
What's up, y'all? It shows most death most JerCrispy. ESCANOR exposed meliodas as a fake union. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow, social media, gonna pop on the screen. Derek, I know I just saw your shit, bro. I'm watching you tomorrow. I'm gonna have to watch you tomorrow, bro. I just saw your stuff. You ain't slick, bro. Alright, bro. Let's go ahead and let's get this started. On the road to 500.
Yo, so the scene opens up and we got Meliodas breaking free from the cocoon of darkness, and as you can see, he is looking pure evil, meaning he's in full-on assault mode. Nah, my dog heard his milk was out there in the battlefield and completely lost it. I'm in tears. Not even Super Simp be moving like this when it comes to the bunnies. Like, bro, you're not really even a crash out for real. Nigga just need some milk. ESCANOR, being the only nigga not scared to throw hands, pulls up for the fade, and you can already feel these two aura forming. Merlin's wanted ESCANOR not to fight Meliodas because
this 7 with Deadly Sins or 7 whatever it is. I never watched this before. So yeah.
He's too strong. But my dog is out here showing
I just know of ESCANOR because CJ their channel. That's the only reason why I know.
No fear, telling Meliodas that he's about to rock him like a baby. Bro thought he was my gold Westbrook. You are not him. Now out of nowhere, Meliodas gets the bugging, forming a vortex of darkness. Merlin seen this and she already knew what had to be done. She ends up trapping ESCANOR and Meliodas in a perfect cube. 1, because these two will destroy the entire area by fighting. 2, because she wants no smoke with this demon herself. Meliodas finishes his transformation, and this is a perfect example of demon home, because the moment he transforms, he starts talking crazy to ESCANOR. And you already know ESCANOR had the aura form right here. Hit him with the
my shape up better, my car faster, my drip better, my clothes fit better, my hoes better, my tattoos better.
Then we get one of the toughest frames in the history of this show. I remember watching this for the first time being straight geeked. Like, you already knew that it was about to go down. They both get to clutching their weapons as ESCANOR swings first, creating an impact. But as expected, Meliodas defends the overhand with ease. Now ESCANOR took this right here personally, because we come back to see my dog spamming. And it's not just a few strikes. I mean, he's really out here spamming heavy attacks until something works. We see him looking shocked because his hits aren't working. But I don't know, man. It's really nothing to be shocked about. You spam the same move 15 times after seeing that it don't work, and you expected something else? This the same shit Julian Newman be doing with them hezzies. Them shits ain't worked since middle school. We get back to the fight and Meliodas hits him with a knee. Then ESCANOR tries to sneak but gets weaved. Meliodas swings but that gets blocked. Then we see bro turn into a human Beyblade. Bro, slow down dropping all that BS. That move was not tough. Animators really got lazy here and just started drawing anything. I don't know, Leak. I thought it was pretty tough. Shut your lame ass up. Meliodas kicks ESCANOR, putting my dog on skates before ESCANOR recovers with an overhand. And you cannot tell me that ESCANOR was not trolling in this clip, because he gets back to spamming the same attacks from earlier. He's not even making Meliodas break a sweat. Bro's out here defending.
Ain't no way, bro. You just hitting the same move he hit like this.
With one hand. Is this nigga serious? Right here is when I learned ESCANOR was really trying to aura form or combat this entire fight, because he willingly lets Meliodas walk up to him and stab him in the stomach. Nah, now he really getting me tight, because you mean to tell me you...
I bit my tongue. It hurt. I feel the pain now. Watching this now, ain't no way.
You just watched him do this to you. Didn't try to block, didn't try to weave, didn't even try to move. These 7 Deadly Sins characters just be doing anything for the plot. Now the blade hurt ESCANOR a bit more than he thought it would, because we see his axe slamming into the ground. Then Meliodas releases some darkness, making him cough up blood. I really hope the aura points were worth it, ESCANOR. The other Sins are seeing what's going on and they're in shock. Even had Elizabeth begging Meliodas to stop. ESCANOR grabs Meliodas' head and begins squeezing, but Meliodas out here really trying to show him what it means to aura farm. Don't touch me, human. Bah!
Damn.
Nah, you cannot tell me that this right here was not aura. That don't touch me, human. Followed by the burst of energy. Chef's kiss. I won't lie. Like you get a standing ovation for.
Damn, bro.
for this performance. Now he finishes the attack, the Escanor drops to the ground, and I really thought Meliodas had this fight in the bag. Thought my parlay had cash and it was on to the next, but I couldn't have been more wrong. We see Elizabeth trying to use our Snow Bunny mind control to calm down Meliodas, but Merlin doesn't let her interfere with the fight. Then she explains to us that this fight is far from over, because once it's noon and the sun is at its peak, that's when Escanor locks in. And you mean to tell me that bro is buff, confident, and he gets his powers from the sun? Nigga stole Superman's whole flow. Word for word, bar for bar. Escanor does his giddy ass kip up, getting ready
That
to throw
nigga
some more
really got that Superman power. Damn. What the fuck?
hands. And Meliodas warns him not to try and squabble, but Escanor lets him know that he's the second best in the world, only to him, like Chris Jericho to CM Punk. Now out of nowhere he starts transforming. Lava even starts to form under his feet before he lets off a bunch of steam. He approaches Meliodas and now it's time for round 2. And when I tell y'all these niggas be doing anything to gain a bit of aura, I'm not lying. Because you see a shed of light appearing before Escanor attacks, and tell me why Escanor swings for another overhand and Meliodas doesn't even try to block. At least not with his sword. No, he takes the attack straight to the face. This is what you call blocking with your face. Except this is the one time it actually works. When the smoke clears, we see that not only was Meliodas not phased, but he also returns the favor with a gut check. That's that Dragon Ball Z specialty. I don't care how big you are, that gut punch gonna get you every time. We see Escanor dropping to his knees, and I just couldn't believe what I was watching, because he really had him on all fours like a dog. Like, oh nah, Escanor, get up! Then it take the disrespect a step further. Meliodas puts his foot on Escanor's head, really hit him with the...
Man, heck no, bruh. Ain't no way I'm gonna let that man put no his dirty feet on me. Nah,
good boy
man.
to end it off in awe. Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though. Now Meliodas got Escanor coughing up blood, and it looks like it's time to wave the white flag. Gother's telling everyone how this fight's an all-around mismatch, and that Meliodas is about to body Escanor. Then we hear from Merlin that this is how Meliodas actually used to move in the past. He used to torture niggas like this on a daily. Escanor works up the strength to fight back, picking up his axe. He then swings, but Meliodas jumps out of the way. And right here is where the fight becomes peak, because they let off a few hits, and then they get to boxing. Shit reminds me of what the show was like before they sold the bag. It was absolute cinema. I'll never forget this show peaking and me going to school to tell my bro, yo, 7 Deadly Sins is one of my top 5 anime, only for them to come back and drop straight garbage. Like, I could barely even finish that last season. I almost had to hang up a jersey. Meliodas catches Escanor's axe while being pushed to the ground, but if you look towards your left and then your right, you will see that Escanor has a power ball in his left hand. And all I could think about is,
what that nigga Mario or some stuff? Hold on, wait a minute.
in your right, you will see that Escanor has a power ball in
That man got, man, heck no. That boy one of the Mario brothers.
his left hand. And all I could think about is how at first he stole Superman's flow, and now he's stealing Goku's? Nigga, who's next? The Hulk? Oh wait, you've already done that too. He sends his cool son at Meliodas, and I think he forgot what bro specializes in, because Meliodas uses his full counter to send that shit right back at him. Peep the weave from Escanor too. That boy a part of Weave Kingdom. Now the smoke clears, and it's obvious Meliodas was on timing, because he tries to sneak Escanor with a blade. Then when he blocks, Meliodas knees his hand, leaving it like these. Probably one of the most disrespectful moves I've seen in anime. Escanor, I know you ain't letting this slide. Meliodas tries knifing him, but he loses his blade, only to see that it's stuck in Escanor. And Escanor did not take that disrespect lightly, as he rocks Meliodas in his shit. But we come to find out that Meliodas isn't done, as he returns the favor punching Escanor in his eye, and he sent him ricocheting in every direction too. Oh nah, that's tough. Really got Escanor out here laid out like he's sunbathing. Now Merlin says that Meliodas only has about 1 minute left. Then right as Meliodas is picking up his blade to finish Escanor, we notice the sun is at its peak. And when we take a look at Escanor, we see that he has finally completed his transformation, completing his form known as the One. And everything about this form is just pure aura. Not only does this form radiate pure aura itself, but he gets a buff to around a 600,000 power level. And on top of that, he's nearly invincible for up to a minute. As a Meliodas glazer, I couldn't believe what was happening. I thought it was no way he gets the power of a god after getting spanked for an entire fight. Like, how lucky was he to be fighting Meliodas right before noon? Right before he got
That plot armor, I swear.
his ultra buff. Meliodas powers up and attacks using 1000 divine cuts. But when the smoke clears, Escanor tells him that the attack barely even tickled. And I knew right here was GG's. It was time to say goodbye, because this is Escanor aura forming to the max. Escanor uses his holy sword attack, and this cuts my goat across his body. Escanor approaches Meliodas as he stands up, and then we get this cold frame as Meliodas drops to the ground.
Down.
When I tell you as a Meliodas fan, I was in complete shambles. Watching my GOAT cook all fight only to get one tap by this ore farming ass nigga really had me depressed. Really had me in here like,
Oh my.
What Sheila? I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure like, comment, subscribe, follow our social media. Did pop on the screen. On the road to 500.